with Isaac in Canaan land, but it don't end there. Now it says, and shall serve them. Now we're going into Egypt. See, in verse 13, this is twofold. Starts in Canaan land, and it ends in Egypt. See how that work? Oh, we've been off, ain't we? We've been looking at this prophecy wrong for some years. I heard a lot of things concerning this prophecy that was taught that was just completely off. Now watch this. We're going to read verse 13 with our new minds. And I'll read Israel. And he said unto Abraham, know of a surety that your seed, we can't have Israel without Isaac, right? Because Israel come from Isaac, right? So that's both Abraham's seed, ain't it? So your seed, Isaac, in Canaan land, shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs. The word theirs is plural, isn't it? So that means all of your seed, right?
Right.
So that's talking about Isaac in Canaan land. Now we're going over to the children of Israel in Egypt. See how that works? So it says, and they shall afflict them 400 years. So a land that is not theirs, the affliction took place in Egypt. Isaac was not afflicted in Canaan land. And then it says 400 years. Now I submit to you, from the day Isaac was born in Canaan land, from the day the children of Israel came out of Egypt, that was 400 years. That's what that prophecy is telling us. The children of Israel has been in America alone in 400 years. Throw it out your mind. That's off. That's error. The children of Israel has never been in captivity 400 years anywhere that particular number. To be honest with you, we've been in captivity the last 2,000 years since the temple was ramshacked in 66 AD by Titus.
That's right.
The king of Rome. Titus Vespasian. Now, but prior to that, the Assyrian captivity, which was a couple of years, 100 years prior to that, the 10 tribes was in captivity. So it depends on where your start marker, if you want to talk about the children of Israel in captivity. Wherever we're not sovereign, if we don't make the law, statutes, and judgment, you're in captivity.
Yes, we are.
You're not in charge. See, we are in captivity in America. Right down the street here, that way, at the Field Museum, my wife mother retired from. They got an African exhibit, stationary, beautiful. More Gentiles there than Israelites. Yep. It gives the history of the children of Israel when we came off the slave ships and hit the islands and the mainland. It gives the name of all the tribes, the Ashanti, all of them. And it gives the dates. And one of the first ships, the good ship Jesus, to get to the mainland was 1445.
Yep.
That's way over 400 years.
Yes, it is.
Way over. We've been butchering this prophecy, y'all, but today we're going to get it straight, ain't we? Hallelujah.
That's right, come on.
Now that I said it, I got to prove it. I want to give the timeline of the children of Israel, Abraham's seed in Canaan land. Then I'm going to give the timeline of Abraham's seed, the children of Israel, in Egypt. And I'm going to put both times together, and we're going to come out with 400 years. Because that is the prophecy that the Father just gave. All right? So let's deal with the first half of this prophecy in the 13th verse, which is in Canaan land. All right? So let's go to Genesis. Let's go to Exodus 1 and 11.
Exodus 1 and 11.
Yeah, put your finger at Exodus 1 and put your finger at Genesis 17 and keep a bookmarker at Genesis 15, because that's going to be the basis and the meat of the lesson here today. So what I say,
Exodus 1 and 1?
1 and we read 1 and 11.
It reads, therefore, they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens. And they built for Paro treasure cities, Python and Ramesses or Ramses, But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied.
Now, go back to Genesis 15 and read 13 again, because now we're going over into the Egyptian part of the prophecy. This is when the children of Israel began to be afflicted, the seed of Abraham. Now read Genesis 15 and 13. This is the way we have to do it to get understanding, all right?
And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that your seed shall be a stranger in the land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years.
So we see that the affliction began in Egypt, because we see that Exodus 1 and 11, that's when the children of Israel began to get afflicted. See that?
Okay.
Isaac was never afflicted.
Nope.
But it didn't say that they would be afflicted 400 years. It says that they will be in the land that's not theirs.
400 years.
They will be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and they will serve and be afflicted. All of the above for 400 years. We just put afflicted and 400 years together. So the Father's going to teach us today to fine-tooth comb prophecy and to look at it with our Hebrew spiritual eye. We've been looking at it the way that the Gentiles gave it to us with its commas and its semicolons. All right? Now, let's go to Genesis, the 17th chapter, and pick it up at verse 1. The Ruach is just blowing my pages here. Genesis 17 and 1.
And when Abram was 99 years old, Yahweh appeared to Abram and said to him, I am Yahweh Elohim. Walk before me and be you perfect.
Now this is the Father again appearing to Abraham. Remember we read in 15? He appeared to him before in Canaan land. See, he appeared to Abraham more than once. It started in Ur of the Chaldeans. He left there. He went to a city called Haran. He spoke to him now. When he left Haran, he went to Canaan land. He spoke to him now. He left Canaan land, went down into Egypt. He spoke to him in Egypt. He left Egypt, came back up to Canaan land. He spoke to him again. The Father spoke to Abraham several times to continue to boost his faith. All right? Continue on.
And I will make my covenant between you and me, and will multiply you exceedingly.
He confirming it.
And Abram fell on his face, and y'all talked with him, saying.
Now, once again, what does Abram mean, you or anybody? I gave the definition earlier.
Exalted Father.
Exalted Father. So now he's the exalted Father. But watch what happens after this, the Father communing with him. Continue on.
As for me, behold, my covenant is with you, and you shall be a father of many nations.
See that? So he was just an exalted father named after his father-in-law. Abraham's, his grandfather. His mother's father was named Abram. And that's who he was named after. All right? But the father changed his name. He surnamed him. The same way we surnamed ourselves when we woke up out of our sleep. All right? Hallelujah.
Neither shall your name anymore be called Abram,
exalted father,
but your name shall be Abraham, for a father of many nations I have made you.
Now keep in mind that the father is speaking this to Abraham, and he don't even have any seed yet. He don't even have any children. Can you imagine you being, I think Abraham is approximately 99 years old, and he still don't even have any kids. But he started speaking to Abraham when he was 70.
Right.
In the Ur of the Chaldeans. So from 70 to 99 is what?
30 years, almost 29 years.
29 years. So in these 29 years, the Father's been dealing with Abraham, raising up his faith. All right, continue on. 6.
And I will make you exceeding fruitful. And I will make nations